Yes, I am finally back. I have been gone since January 21st. There has been a lot of things that have happened in the NBA and the NFL since I've been gone. Um, Free agency happened. I'm gonna do winners of free agency. Um, right now, I'm gonna talk about some of the things I missed. The Giants won the Super Bowl. That was great. With this great catch by Mario Manningham from by Eli Manning. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm kind of tired. Sorry if I'm slow. The Bulls beat the Heat, which was really big because we beat the Heat without Derrick Rose, and that was a home game for us. We did awesome, and that really shows that we are, I think, the best team in the NBA. Better than the Miami Heat. We lost to them once this year, but I think that should have been a win if Derrick Rose knocked down those 2 free throws because that would have put us up by 1, and I think our defense would have been able to shut down LeBron James because he does not play that well under pressure. Um, then, yeah, John Lucas really took over in that game, and Luol Deng and Carlos Boozer weren't even playing that well. Dwight Howard stayed in Orlando. That was kind of up in there. Nobody knew if he was going to stay, if he wanted to be traded to New Jersey. They even said if you stay, you'll decide the fate of the head coach. I think his name right now, and the general manager, and I just don't even know his name. Uh, it's something Van Gundy. That's who the head coach is. Jeff Van Gundy, maybe. But yeah, so he's gonna stay in Orlando at least for now. Who knows if he's gonna test the market in free agency? Which if he does, I'm sure that the Dallas Mavericks will get him. I don't know why anyone would want to go to the Dallas Mavericks. So they're just a team that's gonna get worse and worse because Dirk Nowitzki's gonna retire. Jason Kidd's gone to crap. Um, but yeah, then Peyton Manning went to the Denver Broncos. That's really big for the Broncos. I think that they could possibly, well, they will. I'm pretty sure that they will be able to win their division without a doubt. They'll be able to win that division. That division is really bad. So I see the Chargers not making it to the playoffs again. And the Chargers have been a really good. They've had pretty good rosters in the past years. They just have not been able to execute. Phillips Rivers has had some pretty good years too, and he's just, I don't really know what was wrong with him last year after coming off a Pro Bowl season. I don't even know why he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That was janky. That just shows how stupid the Pro Bowl is because this year Philip Rivers made it into the AFC with, I think he led the league with interceptions. I'm not sure, but he was up there with interceptions. Um, yeah, Tim Tebow was traded to New York, the New York Jets, and he tweeted today how he's going to try his hardest for the Jets fans and all that. Just classic Tebow. Okay, and here are the winners of free agency. I didn't put any losers, although I will mention that the Dolphins were a big loser this year in free agency. I really thought the Dolphins were going to do something this year in free agency. I thought that they were going to get Peyton Manning and Reggie Wayne. When they traded Brandon Marshall to the Bears, I was thinking, oh, well, maybe this is to clear room for Reggie Wayne. At the time, I had no idea that he had that alleged bar club fight problem thingy. But yeah, whatever. That never happened. I thought when the Broncos signed Peyton Manning, I thought, okay, well then they're at least gonna get Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn is gonna go to Miami. They got Phil Pibbs. Damn, I can't think of his name. Okay, yeah, but I thought that he was gonna go to Miami and Matt Flynn was gonna go there. But no, that didn't happen either. Matt Flynn went over to Seattle, and well, they did manage to sign David Garrard. He's an aging quarterback, a former Pro Bowler. If he can get back to that stature, then that team might have a chance to be good. But otherwise, I don't even see him making the playoffs next year. They don't really have that great of a receiving squad anymore with getting rid of Brandon Marshall. And yeah, I know that he led the league in drop passes, but still, he's one of the greatest. He's one of the best receivers in the NFL right now. I think he has to be at least in the top five. I would have him ranked at probably 2 or 3 behind Calvin Johnson. Roddy White, he has a lot of drop passes too, and I think he actually led the league last year, and Brandon got second. But Roddy White had a lot of drop passes too, and he's been a very great, consistent wide receiver in the last couple years. But yeah, my winner was the Buccaneers. They signed Vincent Jackson. He's a wide receiver. Carl Nix, guard, and Eric Wright. Really good pickups. They had the most money in the free agency signings. They had the most cap room. Yeah, I got the Chicago Bears. We added a lot of depth to our team, and like I said, we got Brandon Marshall, and Phil Emery is awesome because Jerry Angelo, he would have never got Brandon Marshall because all those problems. And even if he has to be suspended for a couple games, it's still worth it getting Brandon Marshall reunited with Jay Cutler. I think the Bears are now a team to be reckoned with. Now, since we got depth in the running back position with Michael Bush, you saw how he came in last year for Darren McFadden. He had a great year. Jason Campbell, he was injured last year, and before the injury, the Raiders looked like a playoff team. And so I actually like Jason Campbell better than Carson Palmer. I don't know why I just throw away Carson Palmer and keep Jason Campbell. But the Bears got also Devin Thomas and Eric Williams to help in the receiver position. And Eric Williams is going to be great for kick returning and punt returning. Johnny Knox. I hope he gets a full recovery. Even though I don't really like him, I'd much rather have him not play on the team anymore. I just released the guy because, I just don't like him. I don't know why. He's just not that great. He's mediocre at best, and we could do better. I think we need to probably get Michael Floyd in the draft if he's available. And just ditch Johnny Knox, especially since he has that back injury. He's probably not even going to be as good as he was. But yeah, whatever. Denver Broncos. They got Peyton Manning. That's all I'm gonna say. They got the biggest free agent signing in all NFL history, and to add on, they got Jason Tamme. He's a former Colt, which would have been a better idea to get Dallas Clark. But whatever. Colts totally got rid of their whole entire team, pretty much. And I was kind of surprised that they kept Reggie Wayne because if you're gonna get rid of everybody else, why not get rid of one of your oldest players on the team, Reggie Wayne? But yeah, like I said, Denver Broncos should be able to win that division easily. Yeah, right now I'm just gonna talk about the state of the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls, they could do. They already clinched the division. I think we could beat every team in the East in a 7-game series. The Heat could possibly be our only problem in a 7-game series. I could see us winning in different times against the Heat, but like last year, we lost to the Heat 1-4. We had one good game, which we actually blowed out the Heat, and we just got to play better defense on LeBron James. You got to get Derrick Rose healthy. Because if he's missing any games in that if we take on Miami Heat in a series, I honestly don't think we can just win with just C.J. Watson and John Lucas. Even though we had one win with him, I think you need Derrick Rose. You need Luol Deng in the series to guard LeBron James, because Kyle Korver and Ronnie Brewer just don't work on LeBron James. You need someone that's 7 foot to really get LeBron James 7 foot and athletic, and that would be the perfect thing. And that's Luol Deng. He's 7 feet. He's listed at 6'10" at 7 feet. But anyway, yeah, he whatever. Okay, yeah, the Bulls beat the Pistons 71-83. Luol Deng had he had 20 points and 9 rebounds, and Carlos Boozer had a double-double, same with Joakim Noah. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna throw this in. The Saints, they got this bounty thing. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on this whole entire bounty thing. Um, okay, Sean Payton tried to get tried to get his year-long suspension appealed today, which that's obviously not gonna happen. If you have any right mind, if Roger Goodell is gonna stand his ground, he's not gonna do that. But here's my thought. He shouldn't have been suspended in the first place. No one should have been suspended in the first place. Um, these guys already get paid to go out on the field and knock the snot out against some guy so he doesn't come back on the field. You know, I'm sure players in the locker room all the time say, like, okay, let's say Julius Peppers is in the locker room before the game and goes up to Israel Adonijah, says, you know what? I'm going to knock the snot out of Tom Brady. I'm going to make sure he does not step back on the field. Isn't that kind of a bounty? Because, you know, you're already paying these guys to go out there and tackle the living hell out of all these players. And, you know, it is a quarterback protecting league. Um, but, you know, yeah, I just find it stupid that they would suspend someone for something like that. Especially since, you know, you're already paying the guys to do that. Because if you're, you know what, I just find the whole entire thing outrageously stupid that they suspended anyone. Um, I do, you know, I get what they were doing. They were paying players to go out there and, you know, it looked like they were trying to hurt Brett Favre. I think that's what it was really all around, was in the 2009-10, something like that, playoff game against the Vikings. They looked like looked like they had a bounty on Brett Favre or whatever. I don't really know how it leaked out into all the press lately now. Um, but yeah, that's my thoughts on what's happening there. I think the suspension won't be appealed, but then again, I think the suspension should have never happened. Because, you know, you already pay the guys to hurt the quarterback, running back, whatever, you know. Pay him to hurt the other guy. They do it every day. It's their job. So, yeah. Thanks for watching this video, you know. Subscribe if you like it. Tell your friends about me. Tell your grandma, your grandpa, your dog, your mom, your dad, your uncles, uncles, whatever. Okay, bye. Go to sleep.